use that route, you might encounter some gravel. And you are never more than 10 minutes away from local weather here on Action News Now. Let's check back in with Brian Ramsey for a look at what we can expect out there as we kick off another week.
Yeah, so as you're heading out the doors, you might notice some increased cloud cover out there in the skies. That's keeping those temperatures a little warmer this morning. Many of you only in the upper 50s in the valley, but you can see a few stars in this image, so those clouds aren't completely cloudy this morning, looking more like partly cloudy skies. Those current temperatures sitting in the 60s if you are in Redding, mid-60s in Red Bluff, Chico 63 degrees, 60 in Willows, 57 though if you're in Corning. Those mountain regions also not too far off, mainly sitting in the 50s, a few 40s out there in parts of the Sierra, some missing station values, Susanville and Magalia, but those highs today will be getting warm again. Now, it's not going to be as warm as yesterday, so I'm thinking maybe 1 to 2 degrees cooler than yesterday, but it's still going to be pretty warm out there. 83 degrees in Redding, 85 in Chico, 87 in Willows. Those mountain regions hitting the mid to upper 70s in the Sierra, maybe just a few upper 60s in parts of the coastal mountains, but that's because they're going to be seeing more cloud cover today than farther south. Highs tomorrow, though, that's going to be the real story. Record-breaking heat is expected. I'm talking 20 degrees above average. 95 degrees in Redding, 94 in Chico, and still, that is just, that's going to be very hot out there. I guess one of the good news is, though, you'll get that vitamin D if you're heading outdoors, and those mountain regions looking to hit the 80s for almost all of those mountain cities. A few of you in the mountains could even hit 90 degrees, so you know what that means. More snow melt, so be careful if you're heading to the streams and rivers out there. Very cold waters could be pretty dangerous. But just off the coast, we're going to be staying dry and hot. That's because we've got that high pressure system keeping us that way. All the storms that try to come to our area, they're going to follow that jet stream up into the Pacific Northwest and miss us, unfortunately. But today is International Prime Rib Day. I know you're all excited about that. I love my ribs. I'm from Texas, so you know I'm all about that barbecue. In the morning, 55 degrees for about 7 o'clock, and then once we go to 9 o'clock, it looks like we're warming back into the upper 60s. So literally just in the next few hours, it's going to get pretty warm out there as soon as that sunshine comes up. And then by lunch, we're looking at almost 80 degrees. So it might even be a little too warm to have lunch outdoors. And then that high temperature is going to be about 86 degrees. As for your 7-day forecast in Chico, 86 today, but tomorrow getting pretty hot and sunny, 93 degrees expected. By Wednesday, we begin a very gradual cooling trend all the way through the weekend, where we finally get back into the 70s. As for Redding, high of 84 degrees for today, but we jump a whole 10 degrees for tomorrow, 95 degrees. Back down to 87 for Wednesday, then that general gradual cooling trend, maybe a slight shower possible on Saturday, so fingers crossed for that. Otherwise, highs in the mid-70s by Sunday.
Missing some of childhood's biggest moments.